What is up, guys? So we've got my SHINOBIRD deck profile for the July 2020 format. Guys, if you've been enjoying my content so far, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I've got plenty more videos coming for you soon. Leave a comment, tell me what deck you want me to make next, and I'll bring that to you. I'll have a nice, efficient deck profile for you guys to hit up, and leave a like if you enjoy the content. So, we have our two SHINOBIRD monsters. That's really the the point of this deck. That's what we're trying to achieve. So, yeah, SHINO Baron and SHINO Baroness, and they both have a similar effect where when they're ritual summon, they bounce up to 3 cards your opponent controls. SHINO Baron will bounce up to 3 monsters they control and return them to the hand. SHINO Baroness will bounce up to 3 spells or traps they control and shuffle them into the deck. This one is particularly nice. Then they have a secondary effect. SHINO Baron will special summon a spirit monster from your hand that is level 4 or lower, ignoring its summoning conditions, so that obviously that's going to be a mana or Watto. SHINO Baroness will special summon it from your deck. Again, she's a lot better than he is, however, you're going to find that more often than not, you're going to be applying the Baron as opposed to the Baroness, because people don't really play going back row decks all the time. Having said that, against stuff like Eldritch, she will be very, very nice. And then their final effect is that in the end phase, they return to the hand and special summon 2 tokens that are level 4, 2000 attack, or 1500 attack and defense. So these are just both really good ritual monsters for going second, can clear your opponent's board, non-targeting, non-destructive removal, which is always the best kind of removal to have. I mean, there's very few boards that these cards can't clear, so that's what makes them amazing. So we play them both at 3. Then we play their ritual spell. It's a really nice ritual spell. You contribute monsters from your hand or field, or banish ritual monsters from your graveyard whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster you're trying to summon. So it's what's really nice about this ritual spell is, firstly, both of them are listed on the card, so it makes pre-prep alive in this deck, and then you can also banish spirit monsters from your graveyard. So after turn 1 especially, it's very, very easy to kind of use that ritual spell and bring these out, because your chances are you're going to have at least one of them in the graveyard after making a rank play or something. So obviously 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this. That's never going to change. You can play the desires in this deck, obviously. I just happen to not play it, but yeah. And you're going to play 3 Emanator Watto. Then moving on from that, we play 2 SHINOBIRD Power Spot. This card is really nice because if a wind monster returns from the deck, from the field to the hand, then you can add a spirit monster or ritual spell card from your deck to your hand, and then on top of that, also boost your ritual monsters by 500 attack. So it turns him into a 3500 beater, turns her into a 3000 beater. So Power Spot is a nice card. It's a shame it's not searchable. You can cut it as well. I mean, there are going to be scenarios where it's going to feel like a bit of a brick, but I do like having it just because it does come in nice sometimes to have that kind of extra bit of attack and that extra bit of consistency. And then SHINOBIRD Salvation. Again, this is a really nice trap. If SHINOBIRDs had a way to consistently search their spells and traps, I think they would actually be a lot better, but they don't, unfortunately. So yeah, SHINOBIRD Salvation. If a spirit monster returns to your hand, target a card your opponent controls, destroy it. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, banish a spirit monster from your graveyard, negate the attack, end the battle phase. So obviously you're not going to have any cards on your field. You're going to have very few cards on your field during the opponent's turn. So this is nice for kind of making that less of an issue, because you can just end the battle phase if they do try and attack you, which is nice. So this is a really good card as well. So we play 2 of those. Then everything else is just kind of generic going second cards. So 3 Nibiru, obviously. Kaku is a really nice going second card again. He's a lot weaker since Master Rule 5 because you don't have to use that link zone anymore, but he is still a nice card to have. He will still do bits for you. Then you have Phantasme again, really good going second card. Shifter, this deck doesn't care too much about its graveyard. You're really just trying to return everything to your opponent's hand and then just punch him in the face for as much damage as possible. So you play 3 Shifter, he is not a bad card at all, and he also stuns a lot of the top decks in the format at the moment, which is very nice. 3 Emanator Watto, he's really good because you can just normal summon him, lock out your opponent's entire board. He also means your opponent can't use things like Ash Blossom, for example, or Ghost Ball or whatever, which is also very, very nice. Then we are going to play 2 Galaxy Cyclone just for those back row decks. It's also nice. I like this card because when it's in the graveyard, it also will pop a card. So it's kind of nice for like just dealing with problems like over time, because you'll find that your opponent will often forget you've used the first effect. Then suddenly it's like, oh, you've got another Galaxy Cyclone in the graveyard to use and negate another card your opponent has. 3 Mystic Mine. Mystic Mine is particularly amazing in this deck just because your SHINOBIRDs will return to the hand and special summon 2 tokens, and so you don't really care about being locked under the Mystic Mine that much. And even if you aren't and they get rid of tokens, well, now they're locked under Mystic Mine. So it is a very, very good card for this deck. Then we have 3 Infinite Impermanence. Again, this is for dealing with those things like calamities and such. So it's just a nice card to have. But yeah, so moving on from that, we go into the extra deck. Extra deck is very flexible. I mean, you're not going to go into it that often with this deck, which is why I don't have that many. Like, normally I would have a lot of different variants and stuff, but that's why I don't actually have that much special in the extra deck. You can see it's actually a bit weird, but I'll explain that in a second. So we have IP Masquerena. IP Masquerena is nice. If you're playing an Extravagance build, you would be likely to play her at 3, but this is an Extravagance build, which I've only got her 2. But she's nice because in the end phase, you can use her. When you special summon 2 tokens, you can make an Masquerena and then have those 2 tokens and then link them off into something else if you want to, which is always nice. 1 Heater, the Fire Charmer Blaze. Again, if you're playing Mind Control, she is a nice card to have. Celine into Access Code Talker. That is a nice little play you can do in this deck with Hulk Fabrics as well if you're playing things like Veiler and all of that nonsense. Unicorn, again, another nice card to make with your Masquerena or just to make with your tokens. Dingisu, easy removal of your SHINOBIRDs. Then, so when Dragma comes out, and that's why I kept these in to remind myself, when Dragma comes out, this is going to be a lovely package to play in this deck. What's really nice about Dragma as well is that they have a lot of level 4s and level 8s, and this deck obviously needs those as link materials. So Dragma is going to be very nice with this deck. I probably will make a SHINOBIRD Dragma profile soon, but that's what makes Herald and Elder Entity Natis, I don't know how to pronounce that. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments how to pronounce that. But that's what makes those two very, very nice for the extra deck. So that's what I would play when Dragma comes out. That's why they're here. But yeah, you can just play generic rank 8, generic removal. Again, you're not going to be going into your extra deck a whole lot into this deck unless you're making a generic rank 8, so it doesn't really matter too much what you have there. And then these 2 cards as well, these are a nice alternative as well if you want to play instant fusion to lock out your opponent and stop them from stopping you, Ritual Summoning. So yeah, this is the extra deck I have right now. So again, it's going to change. So what I would say is look at what kind of build you want to do. Are you going to be doing more of a Dragma build? Then you're going to be wanting to focus on these cards. If you're going to be doing more of a pure SHINOBIRD, then you're going to be focusing more on cards like this. But yeah, that's the kind of build that we have so far. Then moving on to the extra deck, it's just a bunch of cards to go first. Your opponent, if they know anything about SHINOBIRDs, and probably even after playing you just in game 1, what they are almost certainly going to do is make you go first. So what I tend to do is just side in these 9 cards. 3 Solemns, 3 Strikes, 3 Summon Limits. Your opponent's probably not breaking through that. So that's really the only reason why I have these in my side deck. They're just nice cards for going first. And then these 2, once you know what your opponent's playing, you can decide which one of these would be better to side in. So you'd remove some of the, so for example, if they're playing Old Skies, for example, Phantasma is a lot less important. So you might want to side in these. Or if they're playing something like Thunder Dragons, Shifter becomes less important. So you want to side in these and replace it and blah, blah. But yeah, that's really just what it comes down to. So that is my SHINOBIRD deck profile. Guys, this is a really fun deck to play. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. But guys, if you've been enjoying the content, don't forget to leave a like on my video. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.